In the previous video, I have told you that we can import lots of different stuff using Webpack. So let's get crazy today and import an image. With Webpack, I can import images inside my JavaScript code all day long. I have already placed an image inside src folder. This image is called kiwi.jpg. Let's create a new JavaScript file where we will be adding that image to the DOM. I will call this file addImage.js. Inside this file, I will create a function which will add an image to the DOM. I will call this function addImage. Inside this function, I will create an img.dom element, specify an alt, width, and src properties. But what should we put inside the src property? Now it's time to import our image. Now Kiwi contains the public URL to the file, and we can simply assign it to the image.src. Let's add our newly created img.dom element to the body.dom element. Don't forget to export our function, because we need to import it inside index.js file. Now let's go to index.js and import addImage function there. I will add it right after importing hello world. And now we need to invoke addImage function. The coding part is done, but Webpack doesn't know yet how to import this image. We still need to teach Webpack how to import image files. So we need to go to Webpack configuration file and add a specific rule there, which will tell Webpack how to import image files. Inside webpack.config.js, we need to add a new property. This property is called module, and this is a JavaScript object. Inside this object, we will have another property called rules. This property simply contains an array of specific rules. Each rule is an object itself. It has at least two properties. First one is test. Here I will write a regular expression. This regular expression will match PNG and JPG files. It checks if the file name contains either .png or .jpg. Second property inside the rules object is called use. Here we can specify which loader should be used by Webpack when it needs to import PNG or JPG file. In this case, we will use file loader. So every time we try to import a JPG file, Webpack will check if it has a rule for it. If it doesn't find a suitable rule, it will give an error, which means something like the following. Hey, unfortunately, I don't know how to import this file. Please tell me what I should do with it. On the other hand, if it finds a rule for this file, it will import the file according to the rule. Let's imagine we have more than one rule. I will add one more rule to our configuration, just for the purpose of this example. Let's see how Webpack handles import of the new file. It thinks the following way. I need to import a file called kiwi.jpg. Do I know by heart how to import JPG files? My comment here. For some files, Webpack knows how to import them by heart, even without any additional loaders. Example would be JavaScript files. You can import JavaScript files right away, without additional configuration. But let's listen to Webpack further. No, I don't know how to import JPG files. Let's have a look at my rules. It seems I have two rules. Let's have a look at the first one. Is it applicable to JPG files? No, it's applicable to XML files, and we have a JPG file here. So let's have a look at the next rule. Is it applicable to JPG files? Well, it is applicable to PNG and JPG, so this rule is applicable to JPG files. So I will use this rule. What does it tell me to do? It tells me that I need to use file loader for JPG files. So I will do that. I will use file loader. There are many loaders that help Webpack to import many different files. You just need to know which one you need and install it. In this case, we are using file loader, which instructs Webpack to copy the required file into the output folder. By default, the file name of the resulting file is the MD5 hash of the file contents with the original extension. Now I need to remove the first rule from here because we don't need it anymore. It was needed just for the purpose of this demonstration. And we need to install file loader. I will go to the terminal and write here npm install file loader --save -dev, and I will run it. So file loader is installed now, and we can try to run Webpack and see what happens. So our build is done. This is not enough yet, but we can go and check what we have in the browser right now. I will refresh my page, and for some reason image is not there, so let's check developer tools. Actually, EMG tag is rendered, but src attribute is wrong. It just contains the name of the image, which is now MD5 hash. However, ideally it should contain also the path to the image. As we know, our image is located inside the dist folder, so we need to specify this somewhere.